This is the Momma Fit Podcast. This podcast is dedicated to all those mamas out there that want to fit a workout in a day, or want to fit in a moment of bliss, or hey, you want to fit into those skinny jeans. Dana Dieters is the host of Momma Fit Podcast. She's a mother of two beautiful girls, a wife, and entrepreneur. Her passion became her profession when she had a wake-up call about 15 years ago. With the support of others and a positive attitude, she was able to overcome the hurdles in her life. This mama strives to wake up and conquer each day to make it better than the day before. Her passion for business and education to others is what drives this mama to be the best version of Momma Fit. With Dana's background, she hopes to help you with your business, health and fitness needs, family time in the kitchen, and give you motivation and inspiration to tackle your day. And most importantly, to help you fit in your Momma Fit time.
Well, welcome back to the Momma Fit Podcast. I am back after launching my second children's book, you guys, The Supergirl Squad and the Invisible Shield. It is out, and you can check this little bio with this podcast to order your book if you do not have it. And if you have little girls, it's a must. It's a empowerment book for little girls. It can be for both boys or girls. The ages are around 3 years to about 10 years. And it could be for anybody as you're reading it. As a parent, I feel like we're all going to learn from it. So I wanted to create something that is actually something that they can learn and they can do every single day. So it's like a mindful challenge with great ideas on what to do to make your life a little bit better. And as we age and as we get older, if we can start off young with these great mindset rituals, we're going to succeed really well as we get older. So that's kind of what I want to do with my children's books, and just have some sort of activities that go along with it. So then not only are the kids doing it, the parents are doing it, we all are learning together. So yeah, anyways, that is out. You can always check out my link in the bio to get your copy. If you do buy your copy on my website, you can always add a name into it, and I will make sure to sign the copy with your child's name. Okay, so today, really fun. We're going to talk about the reasons why we're not losing weight. And there's so many different things. I'm going to try to go through these very quickly, but also I want you to think about it as you're going along with me here. What can change in your nutrition or lifestyle that can help you overcome some of the weight issues that you have right now? So anyone working on losing weight or creating healthy habits, it does take time. It takes dedication. It takes patience. It also takes knowledge of what does and does not work for us individually. So everyone is completely different as well. So which we've discovered through the process of trial and error. I'm sure all of us have tried something and it's either worked or it hasn't worked. So this is some of the mistakes that we are commonly using that are not helping us shed the pounds healthfully. So here are some ones to avoid. So number one, choosing maybe like fruit juice or any type of juice or dried fruit. Everyone thinks dried fruit is like a good one. Instead of dried fruit or the juice, make sure you're getting that over the fresh fruit. So go with fresh fruit instead. So many people find it easier to create a calorie deficit when we're ensuring our meals that contain plenty of lean protein, fiber, and water. Though both fruit juice and dried fruits contain about the same amount of antioxidants you'll find in the whole fruits, it doesn't contain the fiber that we need or the water content. So we're filling up mostly with that volume versus with the whole foods with the volume, because you feel full because you're getting that water, you're getting that fiber with the whole foods. But when you're eating the dried fruit and the juice, you just feel like you could keep eating because one, when they're dried, they're smaller. So you can only have a little bit more and you end up eating more of those because there is not a lot. You're not getting full because with the dried fruit, there's nothing that's going to keep you full. They say there's a lot of fiber, but if you look at it in the content with a regular fruit and a dried fruit, it actually is not that great for fiber even. So really focus on looking at the labels when you're doing this and choose the fresh fruit over that juice or that dried fruit, okay? Now, number 2, only tracking the calories. So this is a big one for me. So I don't even track calories. I track on what my meals look like, if they're balanced. And when I say that, I do the ratios of slow carb, fast carb, protein, and condiments and fats together. I rarely use my calories. When I first started, I did because I needed to know what was in my food. And that's the biggest thing. Make sure you're on some sort of tracking journaling where they can do all the work for you. So it's a less work for you. You know exactly what's in it. So I always say go on MyFitnessPal. It's a great tool to use just so it's an easier piece to start with when you're going in your weight loss journey. So aim closely to that fiber intake of 25 grams or 38 grams for men per day. So this could be like split up in between your meals. It doesn't have to be all at once because that would probably give you an upset stomach. So make sure you're getting that fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds. They're all really good for your gut health, and they can also reduce the risk of heart disease and will also provide you those essential vitamins and minerals your body needs. So number 1, not only focus on the balance of your meals instead of the calories. Of course, you always want to make sure you're not eating too much because it is in and out, you guys. But you're also forming your meals in a way that it is fat burning, not fat storing. So making sure your meals look really good. And not only that, make sure that you're also getting that fiber in your diet. That is big. All right, number 3, copying any weight loss strategy of a celebrity friend or celebrity or a friend, okay? So we don't need to do those fad diets that maybe someone's juicing for like 21 days. I think that's crazy. It can be tempting to try to, try certain fad diets simply because, someone else had success with it. But sometimes we all are different, like I've said, and it can be hard on some people's bodies. Not everyone can do the same thing everyone can do. And it might not work for you either. And then you put yourself through this fad diet and it never worked. And now you're just mad at yourself. So it is a science project, you guys, when it comes to eating. We all need to find out what works best for us. Not everyone's going to be able to do the same thing that you do. I know keto is really huge right now. I'm not a fan of keto. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I will not do it. But if someone else finds a great result on it, good for them. If they can stay on it and it's a healthy lifestyle where they are going to be able to do this for life, awesome. I just could not do that for life. So I plan on doing what I'm doing forever because I know it works for me. I can go anywhere. I can eat however I want. I don't need to be on a diet like everyone else is trying to do. Find something that works for you and you can use that lifestyle forever. So number 4, people that are giving up meat, which is completely fine. Again, if you are all about saving the animals, I love animals. I try to even eat no meat most weeks. I will try to eat less meat. I do a lot of eggs, you guys, a lot of vegan protein powders. But I also know I need to make sure I get in some well-rounded protein intake with the lean. I do a lot of extra lean ground turkey, lean beef, and I always make sure that I'm getting it from grass-fed, organic. But I do feel like you kind of need to add that protein into your diet if you're not feeling that you're losing the weight. Protein's huge, you guys. If you want to lose weight, if you want to tone up and get strong, get lean body mass, protein is the key. But if you don't want to do meat, there's always different options. You can always do plant-based proteins like I do with the protein powder or beans or soy products. Make sure that's obviously organic and it's not overprocessed. Seafood, that type of thing as well. there's different options. You just have to go out of the bubble. So number 5, going too big out of the gate. I know a lot of people that go into their like resolutions or goals. Sometimes you get so like into it right away and then you burn out. So if someone is currently like sitting down most of their days and they are barely eating like anything, or they're eating everything in sight, the goal of working out 7 days a week and eating a clean like diet right off the bat, you're going to fail. I hate to say that, but it's going to happen, because that is never going to be successful. You have to do baby steps for it to work. Start with 1 or 2 days a week to work out. And then from there, maybe add another day. But don't go overboard, because that is just going to be unrealistic for you. So if you're a pop drinker, I know a lot of people that are trying to get into that, like eating clean, but you're still drinking pop. Okay. So one way to do this is reducing your soda intake from maybe a few times a week to once a week. And then maybe occasionally swapping a calorie dense fruit or a like dessert if you want to. That's what you can do to substitute that sugary soda. Okay. Even diet soda is not good for you guys. Because it will just make you crave other foods with that aspartame that's in that pop. Okay. Forgetting about water is number 6. I know a lot of people hate water because it's boring. So water is really going to be big for you if you're trying to lose weight. If you get bored of water, add lemon into it. You can even like put a little bit of infused fruit into your water, and it will like taste amazing after a day or two. So keep it in the fridge, obviously, when you have that, and do different things. If you don't like water, go with a non-caffeinated tea. It's all about what you can do, but make sure you're getting that water to stay hydrated, because it reduces the hunger. It increases the number of calories you burn and improves your ability to burn fat for energy. So, and if you're tired, this is a big one. People don't understand that, but you actually will have more energy after you drink your water. So if you feel tired and you've been lacking the water train, make sure that you are increasing that hydration with your water. Number 7, cutting out all carbs. All right, I just can't even. This is like one of mine that I will like not do, because I've done it before with fitness competitions and I lost my wedding ring, you guys. So, I mean, you will become like brain dead. I'm not even kidding. It sounds horrible, but I did. And I never found it, you guys. This is what happened. Fitness competition, lost my wedding ring 2 days before I had to fly out to Vegas. I never found it again. I think it's in the garbage, probably at a dump. So now it is good to reduce that simple or refined carbohydrates like baked goods, candy, white breads, but these are not to be confused with those complex carbohydrates such as quinoa, whole wheat products, anything that is like oats, for instance. All those are really good when it comes to energy. Your body prefers to break down carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates also offer that fiber, like I've been talking about, a little bit more protein and other nutrients that stabilize our blood sugar during that breakdown process. So it's pretty hard to cut out all the carbs, obviously, and maintain a healthy diet. So that's why you need it for your brain health. I'm just going to tell you that brain health, because it did screw up my brain when I didn't have carbs. Carbs are good. They're just made for one meal, one in each meal. So any of that fast carb, high glycemic carbohydrates that are still good, they're whole grain complex carbs, they're still good, but just make sure that you are in that balanced category with your meals. So, you want to make sure you're getting your protein and a vegetable, and then that fast carb, which is going to be like your quinoa, brown rice, that sort of thing, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. So it is another thing that can help without crashing your nutrition when you're trying to lose your weight. Number 8 is not counting bites, licks, or tastes. If you're a mother, you know this. It is very easy for calories to creep up when you're not noticing it and you're mindlessly munching on food throughout the day. I've noticed this when I had my children. I will say, like, there's still stuff on their plate and they should be eating it, but I'm not going to make my kids eat everything on their plate because of the fact if they're full, they're full. I'm not going to make them eat all of it because, one, if they're not full or if they're already full and you're making them eat, you're just confusing their bodies, okay? So you always want to listen to your body. So in general, make sure that you are using a food journal to help you keep yourself accountable. So when you're cooking or if there's treats, that are easy to grab around you all the time, make sure that they're put away until you're ready to eat your meal. So planning out your meals and snacks ahead of time is going to be number 1. All right, number 9, judging calories based off an activity tracker. They can be wrong, you guys. So even if you're on like Weight Watcher points or something like that, for instance, and they are like tracking like you did an hour and so this is how many points you should get, how do you know if you actually got that many points? Like it could have been elliptical at the gym that's their crappy elliptical and you might have burned like 280 calories for an hour. But then there's this other elliptical that, and I'm telling you this because I proved this wrong. I proved it. The Lifetime Fitness brand, you burn more calories on than a Star Trek elliptical. Half of it. So you can almost burn twice as much on a Lifetime elliptical with the arms moving, longer strides than a short stride with the arm still, Star Trek, at this gym that I was at. I had done both and they both were off completely. So you don't really know how many calories you're actually burning unless you're wearing a heart rate strap, which is what I was wearing. If you're using just your band that's around your wrist, it's probably not accurate. Just telling you. So make sure that when you're doing something with your calories, keep it accurate on how many calories that you are normally burning throughout the day. So I would say like because the fitness trackers are going to overestimate how much calories that you're burning no matter what. And your tracker is not going to be like, you need to eat 600 calories more because you burn this much. So make sure that you're always consistent with your workouts and maybe keep it lower, like lowball the calories lost, unless you actually have a heart rate strap, which is, I always suggest that if you want to know exactly how much you're burning. I mean, even that might not be as accurate, but it's more accurate than the wrist one that you have. I have every single watch you could possibly have. I'm not even kidding you. And I've always gone back to my heart rate strap, and I have my own heart rate strap. And I buy that on their own website. So it is something that I've been using for 4 years and it works for me. All right. Number 10, this is your last one, you guys, having cheat days. Okay. A balanced diet needs to incorporate your favorite foods. Okay. Regularly eliminating those results in cravings or overindulgent cheat days. I hate the word cheat day because I feel like you shouldn't have cheat days because that means that you're eating a diet all week long and then you're like, I'm going to just purge on something that's going to be amazing, but then I'm going to feel like crap because I ate that. Not only is my mind going to make me feel like crap because I just ate something that I shouldn't have and it's like a negative feeling and your body's not used to it, so you're going to feel like junk. So I personally do not like cheat days. I use the 80-20 guide where I do 80% of my intake consists of my favorite healthy, like whole grains, high quality proteins, fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and the 20% for maybe okay, I love chips. So it might be chips or even like baked fries that I made. That's the biggest thing, you guys. The cheat days can actually sabotage your whole week in one day, one meal. So really be cautious of, again, journaling out your day so you know what's going on. And that cheat day better be on your MyFitnessPal, because if that's not on there, then you're feeling guilty about it. So just think about it that way. Take the guilt away from your weight loss. Do it as a lifestyle. Make sure that when you're doing all of this new journey of fitness and health, you're doing it for yourself and how you can live healthy every single day, not just for like 6 weeks. All right. So that's enough for me today. I hope you enjoyed this one. I will be back again here really soon because now I just finished up that book. If you want to get that book, The Supergirl Squad and the Invisible Shield, for any little girl that needs to feel empowered and have feeling strong in their own mind, it is on my link below. I want you to grab it. I will also make sure to sign the name of that little girl to make them feel even better. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks so much for spending your time with the Momma Fit Podcast. Dana is so happy to share her tips and tricks with you. If you loved this podcast, we'd be so happy if you could share this episode with your friends and family. Also, if you have time, please leave us a review of your honest thoughts and reflections of the podcast on iTunes or our app. We'd be so grateful. If you have any topic or suggestion that you want answered, leave those in the comments below and make sure that you fit in your Momma Fit time.